Hi guys, Andy May here. I'm hoping that this lighting stays like this. I am so happy right now. I figured out a way to turn off like my ceiling fan light, and I don't know, I think everything's I think I'm lighter on screen than what I am in real life, but I mean, it looks pretty true to color, I guess. Looks a lot better than what it's been looking, so I hope you guys like that. But to the point, I'm here to review some brushes that I got from buyincoins. They say they're MAC, they aren't MAC, and they definitely, I don't own any MAC brushes, but I know that these are not MAC quality. So this is a 32-piece set that I got off of buyincoins, and it came in a little pouch, and it has a little flap that lifts up, and I thought I'd start at one end and go to the other and share my thoughts on the brushes. First of all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yes, I've already tossed one of these brushes. I was pretty sure it came from this set. It's in one of my trash talk videos. I want to say it's like 2 trash talk videos back, but one of them was shedding so bad that like chunks of the hairs were coming out, and it was just ridiculous. So I've already lost one brush, and I will probably toss a few more of these. I wanted to review it with you guys first before I toss them. I'll probably hand them down to my daughter because she doesn't know what good brush quality is. She won't care. So the first brush, I'm gonna start on one end and just move on. The first brush that I have here is this large flat shader brush. I mean, this is a e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush right here, this all black one, and you can see that like it's a large shader brush. This one I do use to apply eyeshadow all across my eyes, like a blender type shadow. This one isn't scratchy or anything, so this is an okay one that I have been using, and it says it's a MAC 252. I don't even think the fake numbers on here match like what it's supposed to be in real life, but this is an okay one. The next 2 brushes are these, I thought I was about to hiccup, are the little sponge tip applicator style. This one, the black one, is a shorter one, and then the white one is a taller one, obviously. There's nothing special about them. They're sponge tip applicators, and they work just fine. I have used them. They work really great with like the Maybelline Nudes palette. Like, I have so much trouble transferring with an actual brush, but sponge tip applicators work fine on that palette. Probably because it's drugstore. The next brush is the like eyelash brush type brush. I mean, can you really go wrong with these? I don't know, but this one's fine. And the next one we have is a spoolie. Again, I don't think there's a way you can like go wrong with a spoolie unless it's just like ridiculously hard. And this one's fine. It works just like a spoolie. The next series, like style, are these. I'm just gonna pull them all out. These ones are slightly larger. Oh, and I think this one still has concealer on it. It's like dried on there. Alright, first we have like these smaller detailing brushes, and these are flat, like the flat style brushes. I have used a couple of these. I've used this one on my brows. It's just a small little angled one, and it works just fine. It has a little bit of give to it. These are soft. I don't really have a problem with these guys. You've got like the little liner brush. I suck at liner, so I haven't really used that one. But I don't have a complaint with these. Like, this one's still dirty where I was using gel liner with it, practicing. These are fine. They're soft. I don't know, they work fine with color and everything whenever I try to detail. I don't prefer this style of brush though, the flat shader ones. I like fluffier brushes, just personally. But there's nothing wrong with these. And then you've got the larger range of these guys. And again, like I've used a few of these, and you can see, like, I don't know, can you see that? There's a crazy hair sticking out of this one. These didn't have like a serious shedding problem either, all these flat detail type brushes. Concealer brushes, like that's what some of these are, right? They seem to be cut fine. There's enough of an angle that it will pack on your shadow with that part of the brush. So all of these are fine. I have no problems with these. I just have to personally learn to use them. And then there's one larger one, which this is a foundation brush, right? I find that so weird to like paint on your foundation, but I mean, different strokes for different folks, right? So all of these get my thumbs up. I personally don't prefer this, but they're soft. These ones didn't shed like crazy, and these ones didn't have like super horrible cuts. All of these cuts are cuts that you can work with. Like the side of them, you can actually work and pack stuff like eyeshadows and everything. You can actually use these. These are completely functional, so I have no complaints with those. Now we have the set of brushes here that are marked. If you see these on my brushes, if you ever see these on my brushes, this is a warning to myself that they're slightly scratchy. Not scratchy like, I even have this one that I use all the time over here. I have some of them that I really love, but I know that I need to go in with like the end of the brush, because sometimes when I go to put on eyeshadow, I'm like, ugh, and I don't need to do that. And these just remind me that I need to back off to the end of the brush and be nice. But these I still find, like, it doesn't feel bad on the face or like on your hand. You don't really notice, but whenever I've used these on my eyes, they're scratchy, and I just don't prefer these. I don't think any of these had like horrible cuts. These do shed, so they aren't my favorite. They are kind of blunt cuts. There's nothing really wrong with these other than they're scratchy. They don't have horrible cuts on them. I mean, they work, but they are slightly scratchy. So these don't get my thumbs up at all. Like, I can't use a brush on my eyes constantly if it's scratchy. The next three, this one not only is scratchy, it has like this weird ass cut that I don't even know what you would call this. And this one is shedding, so this one will probably end up going in the garbage. This one's shedding really bad. And then we have this guy, who I would use for bronzer, like to cut in. That's what I use my e.l.f. blush brush for. But as you can see, like, this thing is so wonky cut, it's not even funny. Like, it's super flat in one area, and then it's longer here. And I've actually held this one because this one had an even bigger like tip to it. So, and then if you look at it from the front, you can see like it's just bad. It is like the worst cut brush I've ever seen in my life. I wish you guys could completely see, like, you see that? The random hairs that just stick up everywhere. This brush is horrible, and it's rough. It's not like a super soft brush, so it's not my favorite. And then I have a fan brush that I just brush through it, and it's shedding. This thing is rough as heck, and then it's not very, I mean, you can see it's not very, it's not cut very nice, and it doesn't, I don't know, it just, and it doesn't work. It doesn't really pick up the product, and when you try to pick up the product, it does not place it where you're wanting it to, and it just, I didn't know like a little fan brush like this could even feel that rough, but it does. It doesn't feel great. So all three of these, definite thumbs down from me. The brush, like this one's scratchy, the brush quality sucks, and the cuts are horrible on them. So thumbs down on those. And then we have these last four brushes. The fan brush, this fan brush isn't that bad. Like, it's really large, but the cut isn't bad, and it's not that rough. Like, you can, I don't know, like when my e.l.f. brushes feel better than these, they're clearly, they can't be MAC quality. Like there's no way that this would be that rough, you know what I mean? So this one's okay. I still like this one. I haven't figured out what to do with it, because if I tried to apply highlight with this, I might as well just like paint highlight all over my face. This one feels okay. And then these guys are all right, but again, they're just kind of, they're kind of rough. And I don't prefer them. These didn't have any like crazy shedding, and they didn't have oddball cuts, like wonky cuts. Like these are ones that I could actually use on my face and not worry about scratching it off or the product just going in crazy directions. Like all these guys were fine. So really, I mean, I wouldn't purchase these ones because they're not great quality. So you've got 4 duds. You've got 3 more duds that are just oddly cut. You've got 5 more duds that are scratchy. Like you can't really use these on your face. Plus I've already tossed one in the garbage. So you're already at 5, 8, 9 that I threw away, 13 brushes out of 32. So basically half the brushes are crap. And this is what you're left with that actually works. And I think I paid about $15 for this set, which I thought would be all right because the sets that I've gotten from buyincoins in the past have been really great. And I can link those videos down below, and in those videos I have the product actually linked. I will link this in case you're interested. I definitely wouldn't recommend buying though. And that is my final review on that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm glad I can kind of toss some of these brushes now. I'm kind of sick of seeing them. And I've tried using these. I really have. I've had this for a couple months now, and they don't work. So give me a thumbs up if you like these type review videos, if you'd like to see more, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me in the future so you don't miss any. And I do hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.